Greetings and salutations to everyone. I'm done pissing. What's going on, peoples? Let's get some shout outs here. DC Fat Cat, Omega, Brock, Lost Tech. Tell them Freddie sent you. Scout. What's good, Scout? Robert. Sean G, channel member, along with DC Fat Cat. Didn't mean to snub you there, pal. Christopher, Nathan, Josh Storch, DSP Incident, Reginald George Taylor 85. Kind of like that. Dex, Turner. No, that was. I'm a morning pooper. Like, that's like the first thing I do in the morning is drop a deuce. And if I don't, it kind of ruins my day. What's up, Truly Epic? What's up, Ranchan? What's up, Make Fox out? What the fuck? Corey McIntyre. Corey McIntyre starting things off hot, along with Josh Storch. Josh, thank you for the 99 cents. Corey with the $100 Canadian. I know you could do PS1 on the PlayStation Mini. I don't think you could do PlayStation 2. I know you could do up to N64 on it. As far as the family is concerned, I actually saw my grandma and her older sister, who is like 92 now. I went over there for lunch today, over to my great aunt's house where she lives with her daughter. We had lunch there, so it was good. It was good. Thank you. As usual, Corey is the legend around these parts. And if you don't know Corey, now you know Corey. Thank you so much, brother. Tell him Freddie sent you the book. Signed copies might be. I know we're sold out now. I might do a small batch, but I mean, it's always on Amazon. Josh, when do signed copies start getting shipped? This should be this week. He's got everything in stock now. Shirts and books have all arrived. So I would believe, I'm assuming this week is when they'll start shipping out. So you should get your copy very, very soon. Yeah, Corey, thank you so much, man. You're crazy. You're a fucking crazy man. You quit smoking, Nerd Strategy. That's good, man. It's a tough thing. Once in a while, I still get, like, I haven't smoked a cigarette since January 2023. I do like Sauce Walka. Family's a fucking awesome song. And sometimes I still get cravings. I actually have a pack that I bought back in January of 2023, just sitting in my house, like, just in case one day. But yeah, hopefully it never comes out. I mean, I vape, but like, I don't know. No, I know vaping is like bad, but like, my cardiologist doesn't really seem to give a fuck. And I don't know if he's just a wild boy or what. So. What's Dean Southern? What's up with Nintendo using emulators in their museum? That's a crazy thing, man. And it's ironic because it's Nintendo, and that's what makes it a harder pill to swallow. And you could say, oh, well, it's their own emulators and this, that. You're still running an emulator on a computer, and I doubt that all those emulators are your in-house emulators. OF Best, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope things get better for you. And yeah, man, no problem. I'm glad you enjoy the content. That sucks though, dude. Because heart failure is essentially what I was dealing with, but luckily, things have gotten a lot better. Kidney failure. It's kind of funny. I've always had. Every time I get a new doctor, I mean, it's not kind of funny, but every time I get a new doctor, there's always a weird thing about my kidneys. When I was a little kid, I remember I was probably 8 or 9. I had gone, we had moved to a new town, and we had gone to the doctor for a checkup, and I didn't really know like what was going on, but I remember they were taking like a lot of blood from me and doing a lot of blood tests. And at that time we were going to church, and I remember we went to church on Sunday, and there was like a 15-minute like thing about me and like praying for me, and I was like, what is going on here? Like I didn't know. My parents didn't tell me anything. And my mom like started crying, and she was like, well, it looks like you might have a kidney issue or something, and that's why they had to take all this blood and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? I said fuck because I was 8 or 9, but you know what ended up happening? The wrong chart. They looked at the wrong chart. But I always, sometimes there's like a smidge of like blood in my urine, but it's like a family thing. But I hope you get better, OFB Fest. Or OF Best. Brandon, member of the Army for 26 months. Always good to see you stream, bro. You doing well. I'll be real with you. I slept like absolute dog shit last night, and I wasn't going to stream. I was just going to take it easy today. And I started watching the Menendez brothers on Netflix, which is a new documentary. And I got only like 20 minutes in, and just watching like the glamorizing of the whole situation from like the press standpoint and like the Beverly Hills standpoint. It had nothing to do with what they did and their family and stuff like that. I was just so disgusted with it that it genuinely made me mad. But yesterday I binged a Netflix series called The Watchers, or The Watcher, and it's based on a true story. I don't know like where the true story ends and the fictional one really began. But it's essentially about this family. The dad lives in the city, or the family lives in the city. The dad wants to move out of the city, even though he's working in New York City, because he wants his kids to have like a backyard or something. They buy some nice ass house in Jersey, and then like all this weird stuff starts happening. They get weird letters. The neighbors are really weird. It seems like someone's trying to get them out of the house. And I watched there was like 7 episodes, and I watched the whole thing. And I kind of enjoyed it. I didn't regret my time with it, but at the same time, it was kind of like I didn't. The conclusion of things was kind of wonky. Some of the characters, I was texting a friend of mine, and she had seen it before, and I'm like, bro, I would kill everyone. If I'm the dad, I'm killing the family. I'm killing all my neighbors within a 5-mile radius. I'm killing the sheriff. Like, I'm going out in a blaze of glory because all these people are suspect. But for some reason, as I'm laying in bed last night, all I could think about was how down here in the basement in the arcade room, there's a weird little, it's inside the house, but there's a weird little crawl space that has like a door in it, and I've never understood kind of why it was there. And I get it, like maybe like this basement wasn't finished and then the previous owners finished the basement, but I couldn't get it out of my head. I was like, there might be someone in that crawl space. There might be someone waiting for me to go to sleep, and then when I go to sleep, they're going to come out of that crawl space and try to kill me. So I have like a knife and a hammer like under my bed. I'm like, come on, motherfucker. Like, it fucked me. It fucked with me so hard. So weird. DC Fat Cat, member of the RGT Army for 26 months. You ride to the strike line with Nintendo Wii U vids. Hey, I did not show any first-party stuff. I showed no first-party footage, so they really don't have a leg to stand on. But you know me, I like to push buttons. I like to see what I can get away with. And if I did get a strike for that, like, I would be curious to see why. You know? It's funny, Nintendo has like an emulation thing. It's like a Q&A where they're like, even if something is not being produced, it's still our intellectual property, and we'll try our best to put it on a virtual console or something like that. And it's like, dude, that's such fucking bullshit. Like, you literally don't have the means to do it or the desire to do it, because if you did, you would have done it. But it was I recommend the Watcher. I thought it was a decent watch. Yes, Dean Southern, because I modded it yesterday and I was playing around, or I modded it 2 days ago. And I've been playing around with it. Actually reminds me, I want to try a harder PS1 game, because the only like in my video, which you should go watch, the PS1 game that I tried was no, it's not the website I want. It was Resident Evil, which, you know, it's kind of an early game. I want to try something that's a bit more taxing. Did I just end the stream? Hold on. I'm having technical issues here. Okay. Sorry. All of my screens just turned off. Like my Chrome started or stopped working, and like it just shut down. I guess Nintendo's watching me. Oh, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. All right, cool. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm thinking Parasite Eve. I haven't played through Parasite Eve. And Tekken 3 is good too, because, you know, that was a 60 framer. I was pleasantly surprised with 32X emulation. Even though, you know, it's such an old system. It's kind of a weird system. But yeah, if you got an SD card, dude, like, fucking, if you've got a Wii U and you have an SD card that's just laying around, fucking hack the thing. That's crazy nerd strategy. That's the one thing. Older houses definitely had a lot of that, especially in the Northeast. Because in the Northeast, a lot of older houses, you know, some of them have underground tunnels for like bootlegging and stuff like that.